What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon the Trading Card Game for the Game Boy Color. In the last episode, we started off our challenges against the Grandmasters with Grandmaster Courtney and her legendary Moltres deck. Frankly, though, it didn't really live up to the hype. It was a bit of a blowout, and in this episode, we are going to take on Thunder Steve, as I'm going to call him. I don't know why. I think he's just Steve, and he's got some sort of Thunder-themed deck, but he's, for all intents and purposes, Thunder Steve, and we had the chance to prep a little bit. We had to change our deck a bit around, so hopefully it works out. And I wonder if we lose, if we have to start all over. That would be annoying, to be honest. But regardless, let's begin the duel. 6 prizes, ready, set, go. Ooh, Grandmaster Steve, the legendary Zapdos deck. Okay, so that's not too surprising. All right, well, let's hop into it. And this music is hype. It's good. It really sets the kind of like the stakes, you know? There are no basic Pokemon in Steve's hand. Oh, so we get a glimpse at what he's got. He's got a couple Bills, Potion, Electrode, Lightning Energy. He's probably got entirely Lightning Energy. He's probably got a lot of Zapdos, which is why I'm glad that we brought Tauros and such, because Zapdos resists fighting. So I'm going to want to probably start off with what? Do I want to start off with Meowth? I'm trying to think right off the bat. What should I do? I can go for computer search right off the bat and go for something else. I don't know if he has a Zapdos or not. That can be really annoying. Let me check the retreat cost on this. That's 1. What about Meowth? Because the thing is, Meowth is, once I get, a double colorless energy or something like that, it's really good for getting cards earlier on in the game. Of course, Tauros just does damage, right? But then again, I don't want it to get damaged right off the bat too, because we don't have a double colorless energy, and I could use computer search to get a double colorless energy, but I don't necessarily have anything that I want to discard right away. So I think I am going to start off with Sandshrew, play the odds a bit. He might not have Zapdos as his first Mon. I'm actually going to hold off on playing Meowth on the bench now that I think about it, because if he has the Zapdos that I'm familiar with, he could potentially do an attack that does, I think, 10 damage to everything on the bench too, or 20 damage to everything on the opponent's bench. Whoa, that's a Zapdos I haven't seen before. Peal of Thunder. When you put Zapdos into play during your turn, do 30 damage to a Pokemon other than Zapdos chosen at random. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. That's why, I shouldn't have played that on the bench. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, so this is going to do a lot. I think it can go for Thunder Punch at some point too. We don't take any damage due to resistance, which is really nice, but we're not able to go for an attack of our own, which is, as you might anticipate, not nice. I am going to use a potion on Tauros because it's really helpful to have that thing healthy. I am going to play a Fighting Energy on Sandshrew because I don't anticipate taking any damage from this in the meantime. When you look at Electabuzz, it is weak to, our attack, so starting next turn it could do potentially 10 damage, but then it won't be able to paralyze us, which is pretty cool, and that's a 50% chance to do 10 damage, and then we will be doing 20 damage and make it so that he only has a 50% chance to attack at all. So I think that'll work in our favor still regardless. Sadly, we won't be able to do too much else. I'm going to keep, again, Meowth on the bench for the time being, just in case he plays more of those Zapdos cards that potentially can do the 30 damage, because, well, yeah, that's just kind of how it should work, I guess. Oh, man. And he paralyzes us yet again. This is why paralysis is so broken in this game. Oh, well. We got a Rhydon, which is pretty cool, except we don't really have a lot of the base cards. For the time being, I think it still makes sense to just keep things as is. We do have a couple cards we could potentially discard in case, we want to, or really even need to get something else. So for the time being, it doesn't seem like he has that many Lightning Energies, because he hasn't been attached to anything. Eevee evolved into Jolteon, okay. And attaches Lightning Energy to Jolteon, not to this. So it's pretty clear that his AI is skewed towards wanting to paralyze me, having the 50% chance to paralyze me, rather than going for the 50% chance of Thunder Punch actually doing damage. Which, I don't know if I agree or disagree with. I think they both have their benefits. Another Fighting Energy. Do I want to play a Fighting Energy on one of these things? Actually, I almost exclusively have Fighting Energy, so I'm going to throw a Fighting Energy on Tauros for the time being, and we'll be done. I just need one opportunity to break through, and at least, okay, so now, is he going to go for Thunder Punch? Yes, okay, so, Yeah, there's a 50% chance he's doing 10 damage to himself and a 50% chance he's doing 10 damage to us. But more importantly, he doesn't paralyze us, which is really cool. So, yeah, this is definitely going to work in our favor in the long run. Now, do I want to play something else? I have another Tauros I could lay down. I think I am going to play these cards now, just so that I have potentially more mons to distribute the odds of getting hit by that 30 damage. I don't think my Sandshrew can do much more than Sand Attack, so there's no reason to play any more energies on that. I think I will throw another Fighting Energy on Tauros, so that it's ready to go when the time comes, and we'll go for Sand Attack. And this means he has a 50% chance to actually attack us, and then when he does attack us, he has either a 50% chance to paralyze us, or a 50% chance to do 10 damage. And then if he doesn't get that 10 damage, he does 10 damage to himself. So, yeah. And he's setting up this Jolteon in the back. I do want to, what's it called? Okay, so he manages to break through, so he gets to go for Thunder Punch. Does he break through again? He does, so he is going to do 10 damage, so there's the 25% chance there that he breaks through. Oh well. Oh well. Actually, I don't know if it's 25%. It might be conditional probability, now that I think about it, so it's probably not. Let's see, we'll play Rhyhorn and start building that up, and we can at least still get damage off this turn, which is really nice. I do want to check Jolteon. So this thing can go for Pin Missile, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage. 20 times how much? Times 4 coin flips? 4 coin flips, so that's basically going to kill my Sandshrew at this point. There's no doubt about that. So I'm just going to keep Sand Attacking this Electabuzz, get some damage off, but that Jolteon is a threat. Like, a huge threat. I'm probably going to want... Oh, man, now I feel like I regret using my fighting energies on Tauros when I could build up this Rhyhorn and eventually a Rhydon in the back, which could OHKO Jolteon, as he just keeps building up all this Pokemon on his bench. And so he breaks through again. He can go for it. Is he going to break through again? Yes, of course he is. Of course he is. Okay, just for curiosity's sake, what's 1/4 over 1/2? It is 1/2. Huh, interesting. So, given that he gets the first one correct... Actually, no, it's a 4... It should be a 25% chance, because it's just 2 independent events. Or no, they're not independent events, are they? Now that I think about it. Sorry, you guys probably don't care about this probability jargon. Let's see here. Do I want to play this on Meowth? Or do I want to go on something like Dratini? In hopes of getting a Dragonair? Let me check Rhyhorn real quick. Horn Attack is still doing quite a bit. I think that might be the play. Is to play the double colorless energy on Rhyhorn, knowing that if I get a fighting energy, I'll be able to go for a really strong, I think Megahorn was it? Yeah, I think so. And hopefully he doesn't break through this turn. What would actually be great is if he hits himself, gets a Tails after going for a Thunder Punch. I think conditional probability is the probability for 2 events A and B, of A and B, or probability of A given event B is probability of A and B over the probability of B. So I think that would be 1/4 over 1/2, so it'd be 1/2 actually. Let me know if I'm like just not incorrect, or just not correct, because I'm oh, this thing is in. This thing is in right now, and we're dead. Because I am just thinking in the middle of a video. Well, at least Sandshrew is the one who took this hit, and not my Rhyhorn / Rhydon, potentially. So I think, should we go into Tauros right away? Do we go into Tauros or we go into Rhyhorn? If we go into Rhyhorn, we have to use our fighting, or if we don't get a fighting energy in the draw, which is pretty probable, to be honest, given how many fighting energies we have in our deck. Then we have to use our computer search. But it's also very unlikely, actually impossible, that he can OHKO us with it. Whereas we can go into Tauros and get a little bit of damage off. I want to go Rhyhorn, to be honest. I want to go Rhyhorn. And we get a Professor Oak. That is not what I was looking for. So we're going to have to use our computer search to discard a couple things. I'm going to end up discarding Dratini and Machoke, because at this point we don't have a Dragonair, and we don't have a Machop, and we don't have a lot of energies just in general. So I'm going to want to pick up a Fighting Energy. That's just kind of what it comes down to. Sadly, that's, you know, just how it goes. We'll throw Fighting Energy on here, and that way we can go for our Horn attack. It's going to do a lot. Next turn, we can evolve into Rhydon and go for Professor Oak, and that way we should be able to, well, have a fresh deck, not have to discard anything, and potentially go for a stronger attack like Ram or something else. Oh no, this thing, Zapdos, is going to be scary. Let me check real quick here. Rhyhorn isn't going to be doing a lot. Tauros, of course, does that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check the retreat cost. It's 3. It's 3 cards. Yikes. Let me check Rhydon's attacks. It can go for Ram, which will do 20 damage. Let me check this Zapdos. It does Thunderstorm. So it'll be doing 10 damage every single time it goes for Thunderstorm. And every time he goes for that, he could do 20 damage to something on my bench, and potentially 10 damage to itself for every time it does that. I don't know how I like that. Honestly, though, I don't think I have much of a choice. I think I have to play this so that I can potentially tank hits a bit better. You can still go for Horn attack. It's not obviously going to do anything. Actually, let me check. Make sure this does indeed resist. Okay, it does resist. So we'll need another Fighting Energy if we want to go for Ram. I might as well go for Professor Oak this turn anyways. But I think I'm going to want to be careful about what I play on my bench at this point. This is scary. Zapdos is definitely scary. So we at least have more Fighting Energies, which is really nice. I'm going to save this Scyther for now. And the other Rhyhorn I have. I wonder if the 20 damage accounts for resistance or not. We'll just be done for the time being. I guess the play probably, if I had to, actually in retrospect, was to not evolve into... Actually, if I didn't go for Rhydon, I couldn't have gone for Professor Oak. But I probably didn't need to go for Professor Oak that particular moment. So I probably should have saved my Rhyhorn so I could go for Leer and then evolve this turn. Because now he's going to be able to go for Thunderstorm next turn. I'm going to attach a Fighting Energy to Rhydon. Each of these Mons on my bench could potentially take 20 damage, which is scary. But I'm going to be doing 20 damage. Not enough energy cards. Oh, we need 4 fighting. We need 4 fighting. That's right, not 3 and plus a colorless. Oh, that's annoying, is what that is. That's exactly what that is, annoying. Alright, well, that's all we can do for the time being. This Zapdos is going to be able to go for Thunderstorm soon. It is only going to be doing 10 damage, 20 damage now, to my Rhydon, but it'll also be damaging itself. Tauros, it gets the 20 damage off. Bench 2 Tauros, it does not get the damage off, which is fine. Meowth, it gets the damage off. So it takes 20 damage, but it does 20 damage to both of those Mons, which is definitely scary. I think... Do I want to play more Mons on my bench to give him more opportunities to hurt himself? Because I'm only going to be doing 20 damage. It's going to take... Let's see here, 20 damage. It's going to be a 2-hit KO if he... Yeah, I still don't think it makes sense to play anything else on the bench for the time being. I'm going to play a Fighting Energy on Rhydon so I can go for Ram. Because, yeah, if I go for this, I mean, it's not going to make a difference. It's probably going to be 2 turns from now anyways when I knock this thing out. So I'm just going to go for Ram now. And I don't think he can actually knock anything out this particular turn. Oh, we took 20 damage. I totally forgot. Wait, did he... Oh, he retreated that Zapdos. He retreated that Zapdos. And I forgot that we take 20 damage from this attack. Ugh. Ugh, this is not turning out well. This also resists it. What is this? Big Thunder. Choose a Pokemon other than Zapdos at random. This attack does 70 damage to that Pokemon. Wow. Wow, that's 70 damage off of 3 energies. Did he have to... Did he retreat it or did he go for switch? Does this not have a retreat cost or what? How was he able to do that? Man, he's got a lot of weakened Pokemon in the back though, to be honest. So what's the play here? What's the play here? I don't want to play Scyther just yet. Oh man, I don't want to play anything just yet. kind of want to go into Tauros and go for like a Stomp or a Rampage. I honestly think that's the play here, because I want to save this Rhydon for that other Zapdos, and I don't want to let this thing build up to the point of doing 70 damage to something on my bench, especially, and that's keeping me from playing the Scyther on my bench. So sadly, I am going to retreat. And, oh, this Rhydon, do I get rid of the double colorless? I'd probably get rid of the double colorless. Yeah. And we'll throw this Tauros in here, because it'll be able to go for a more powerful... Let me see, what's the retreat cost on this Pokemon? It's 2, so we'll probably be able to knock it out before it's able to actually retreat, if it is going to try to retreat. So we do 20 damage, we have a chance to do 30 damage next turn, and then our Rampage is going to be doing 50 damage, I believe. So, yeah, Potion, oh man, there goes our Stomp. And, oh, attaches a Lightning Energy to Electabuzz, surprisingly not this Zapdos. Interesting. Let me check my bench. I've got Tauros. I'm just so scared to throw any energies on anything because I don't know if they're just going to die from some other random attack, you know? That said, I kind of want to at least start playing this Scyther and getting it going in the back. I'm scared of doing so for sure, but Scyther is already decently bulky as is. It will not live this 70 attack, but I think we'll be able to knock this thing out before it actually reaches enough energies to attack with 70 energy. So we're gonna keep going for Stomp. Hopefully we get the plus 10 damage this time. We do, which is really nice. Which means after the next turn we'll definitely 2 KO it from this point. So we don't have to worry about that random 70 damage. And the only thing in the back that we need to worry about is that Thunderstorm and potentially Pin Missile too. Pin Missile is going to be a pain to deal with. So do I have another energy I can play somewhere? I do. Where do I want to play is the real question. I probably want to throw a Machop on the bench, to be honest. Actually, no, do I? Or do I want to play Rhyhorn or Meowth even? Because Meowth can actually do damage, you know? Against these Zapdoses. So many Zapdoses. Or actually, I'll play it on Scyther. Who am I kidding? I'll play it on Scyther. Get this Scyther able to go for actually like consistent damage. And now we'll go for Stomp. Hopefully we get the plus 10. We do, which is really nice. Which means our, what's it called? I mean, it didn't really matter to be honest, because we're going to be knocking this thing out anyways. Now he's building up this Voltorb in the back. Yeah, he's pretty much just committed to letting this thing go at this point. The question is, do I want to go for Rampage to knock it out this turn? Because then the Zapdos could come in and knock me out right away. Is that something I want to do? Is that something I want to do? If he goes for that, I'm going to play stuff on the bench so that I can potentially put him in range of my Scyther's Slash. So if he goes for Thunderstorm, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to potentially damage himself. If that makes sense. That's probably very strange. But yeah, I'm going to give him as many opportunities to damage himself and potentially put himself in Scyther's KO range. And even if Scyther is on the bench and gets hit by that 20 damage, I can come in the turn after my Tauros dies and still take a Thunderstorm that'll do 40 damage and hit it with Slash again. So I do think that is the play. So just go for Rampage right now. And we don't even become confused. Awesome. So I think we almost force in that Zapdos and go for Thunderstorm. Yep, and here it is. Here it is. So all he needs to do is... yeah, so he knocks out Tauros. Bench 1 Rhydon. I wonder if it goes through resistance or not. Tauros. It doesn't hit it. He just needs to get one of us. This is the whole reason I threw more mods on my bench. Okay, so he at least hit Scyther. I would have much preferred like just this Meowth as opposed to Scyther than anything else. Took 30 damage. Interesting. Why is it 30 damage? I thought it was 10 damage per thing, but... okay, well, regardless, now what we can do is we could go into Rhydon, actually. Because we do have a... I'm pretty sure we have a Fighting Energy. Pretty sure we have a Fighting Energy. But I'm actually not gonna play. I'm not gonna play around with that. I'm just gonna go into Scyther here. I totally was just saying before that we can set up our Scyther and everything. We do have a fighting energy. Okay, so I am gonna throw that on Rhydon for the time being, so that that thing is good to go. Especially given I think this is his last Zapdos in his hand, and then we can just attack with Slash. Yeah, this battle has been a lot more intense than what's it called? Than Grandmaster Courtney, that's for sure. In her Moltres deck. That said, I think Moltres just isn't as good probably as Zapdos. Oh, so this thing's an Electro now. Is it gonna be able to attack us? Sonic Boom. Oh, it just consistently does 30 damage no matter what. That's not enjoyable. I don't think our Scyther has a retreat cost. Right, so what I can do is actually go hard into Rhydon and go for Ram and knock this out, which is really cool. I'm gonna play... Do I play Machop or do I play... Machop or do I play Rattata, knowing I can go for Eradicate? Let's check his bench. I think that's the way to go. He's got Electabuzz, he's got Jolteon, he's got Zapdos. I think I'm gonna want Eradicate potentially for the Zapdos, to be honest. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna want to do, because I already have Rhydon in the back, which is going to do a lot from like a ground energy or like fighting energy standpoint. So I'm gonna play Rattata, and I'm going to throw a fighting energy on it. And I'm gonna retreat. It's so nice that it doesn't have a retreat cost at all. And then we can just knock this thing out with Ram. And then I don't think we're gonna die from any one attack next turn either. So we take 20 damage, but again, because of our resistance, we're doing pretty well. Oh, and he goes into this. So we get a double colorless energy too, which is really nice. Basically, I think at this point, he needs 4 energies in order to actually be able to attack us. And if he does attack us, he'll only be doing 30 damage. So we'll probably, honestly, knock ourselves out before we manage to attack this thing. Let me check this to see if I want to spend it. It'll take me... Oh, I need to get rid of 3 energies to retreat. Honestly, I'd rather just knock myself out attacking this thing. Because after I get rid of all those energies, it's going to be practically useless, in my opinion. Even then, is it worth it to just keep it around so that I don't give him another prize card? And I just go into something like Scyther right away? Let me check his retreat cost. It's 3 energies. I could go into Scyther and just 3 KO. I actually, as much as I don't want to do this, I am going to go just back into Scyther now. And I can play a double colorless energy on Eradicate, so that thing is going to go as Super Fang now. And I can... Let's see here. What's the play? Do I Swords Dance here? He can't retreat. No, I should just Slash. It's a 3 KO anyways. It'll take 3 turns no matter what, and I just want guaranteed damage on this Zapdos rather than anticipate a switch, because if he does switch out with a switch card or something like that, he's going to probably knock me out with whatever he switches in. And yeah, we'll knock out this Zapdos before it's actually able to get an attack off, which is really nice. I'll play this on Tauros, so Tauros is good to go. And I think what I'm going to use is maintenance, so I potentially get a potion. I don't really need the Sand Slash anymore, and I don't really need Dragonair anymore. So let's see if we can get something a little bit more useful. Get a fighting energy, maybe a bit more useful. Either way, we'll Slash, and we're actually running pretty low on cards. We only have 18 cards left. Energy retrieval. Trade one of the other basic cards. Oh, okay. So basically pulling back a bunch of the lightning energies, throwing them on Eevee. Oh, looking to make one of those Jolteons again. That Jolteon was really strong looking. We got a Sandshrew as soon as we get rid of the... Of course. Alright, either way, I'm going to throw a fighting energy on Tauros so we can go for Rampage when the time comes around. Again, this Rhydon I'm not really looking to use at this point. So we'll just go for Slash and knock out this Zapdos. Now, whatever does come in, we'll probably be able to knock this out, and I think I'm okay with that. In comes this Jolteon, this scary Jolteon. That said, it only has 10 HP left. Oh, and as I say that, then comes another Jolteon. It can now go for quick attack. That's right. Oh wait, it's different than agility. Agility is the one where you get invulnerability the next turn. Quick attack just does extra damage. Okay, so we'll be able to revenge kill this Jolteon pretty easily, in my opinion. And the question is, what do I go into here? I think the play is, do I go into Eradicate or Tauros? It's not probable for me to die as Tauros. I knock this out, and then I have to take one hit and then attack back. I think if I don't die with Tauros, my best play is to go for that so I can go for something like Rampage on the following turn. This is tricky. This is tricky, to be honest. I could use Defender, actually, now that I think about it, and guarantee my survival. Because I do have a Defender. Let me check real quick. He's got another Jolteon in the back. It can only go for Quick Attack, though. It can only go for Quick Attack, so it's only doing 30 damage max, so I don't need to play Defender just yet. Electabuzz could shock me, but again, I'm not too worried about that. The question is right now, do I want to play... I'll probably throw Sandshrew on my bench, or Rhyhorn. I like Rhyhorn more so on my bench. Actually, no, Machop. I'm going to throw Machop on the bench, because with a Fighting Energy, that thing can attack a lot more quickly than my other mons. Alright, so let's go for Stomp here. We'll knock out this Jolteon, and then I'd imagine if Electabuzz comes in, it's just going to try and paralyze us, and if not, we'll knock it out with a Rampage the following turn. And I think, okay, Jolteon comes in, it can only go for Quick Attack. If it does 30 damage to us, it's kind of scary, but what we can actually do is go for Defender the following turn. He doesn't get the +10. Okay, so we are going to live this turn really comfortably. And if I go for Defender this turn, he needs to do 70 damage, which means he would need to get all 4 Pin Missiles correct in order to actually knock me out. So I can afford to go for... well, I can throw Persian on Meowth, which is really nice, just for more HP. But what I can do is, if I use Defender here, I pretty much guarantee that I get a Stomp into Rampage. So I think that's what we're going to go for here. We don't get the +10. It's not going to matter, because if he does go for Pin Missile, he's probably going to put us in range where Rampage KOs, because all he needs is to do 20 damage to us. And that means he just needs to get 2 heads. So ironically, I think if he does more damage here, he's actually helping us. And I think that's just enough. That's going to put us in, yeah, that'll make Rampage do 20 plus 30 damage. And at that range, I mean, I'm going to throw more stuff on Rhydon for the time being just to be safe. But we can go for Rampage here, and 20 plus 30. We get confused, but it's not going to matter because I think we're going to win. Jolteon gets knocked out. And there's the final prize card. Whew. Nick took all the prizes. Yes, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. You won the duel with Steve. You're the winner. You're the greatest. With that skill, I feel we can give you the legendary Pokemon cards. Oh, that's comforting. Thanks, Steve. Very good, Nick. Your next opponent is Jack. Jack, do we know anything about Jack? Are they going to tell us what kind of a deck he has? I, Jack, am your third opponent. You shall not be able to defeat my splendid deck. Come, I shall prove it to you. Wait, I don't remember what kind of a deck he has. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to think hard about this one, of course, between episodes, because as you might have expected, this is the end of the episode. But regardless, I'm glad we're halfway through. It's probably gonna get even more difficult. That was a huge jump between the Moltres deck and the Zapdos deck. This is probably Articuno deck, if I had to guess. So, I'm gonna prep accordingly. But I'll probably do that between episodes and just show you guys the results in the next episode. But until then, this is Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.